イコミキどもへ崩落八景全身全霊でお相手します。
Alright, what is going on, guys? Spiteful is back again, coming at you with the Should You Summon. Finally, we got the information on this banner. Now, we've known for a while that this banner's been coming out. If you're in the Discord, discord.gg/spiteful, you'll see that this data has been out for like the last week, and people have been asking, oh, when's this banner coming out? Honestly, the thing is, unless KLab specifically posts in the news that this banner's coming out, it's just data mine information, and KLab can literally make changes whenever they want, as you've seen plenty of times, to be honest, which is kind of sad. Either way, Mayuri, Genjo, Tsukishima, Kuchuki, Saruchi, Dordoni, Aura, Hikone, Shuhei. Honestly, this banner is really, really, really good. Now, I wanted to do a Should You Summon as soon as we got information on this banner. The thing is, I wanted to wait for the raids, and as you'll see here, they actually decided to do the 4.5, 1.5 crap. Personally, I don't like this anymore. I feel like this 1.5% hits way too often. Literally, when you're doing steps 1 to 4, every single 5-star you get, there's a 25% chance that that 5-star is not a featured character. That is not okay. In my opinion, that is not okay. I am not summoning on this banner so that I can pull a Heart Tsukishima, a Tech Huecomundo Mayuri from like 2015, Genjo from 2016, 2017. You know, like I don't want to summon for these older characters when I'm going to get them naturally from farming the hell out of farming Brave Soul tickets from the point event, right? So honestly, this is, in my opinion, not really worth summoning for. I'm going to go into the details for all the characters. Now, if you're missing all these characters, I do think that this is worth maybe 5 steps. I wouldn't even recommend 10 steps on something like this, even if you're missing everything. Only because I really do believe towards the end of the year, all the crazy stuff starts coming out. End of the month, this month should probably be one of the strongest units in the game. Maybe not the strongest, but I do expect for end of the month November, something crazy to come out. For the last few years, for end of the month November, we have gotten Tech Heisen, Power Heisen, Tokinata, Masaki, Thousand Year Blood War Ishin. Ryukin's still really good, but obviously he's not as like crazy OP as Masaki or Tokinata and whatnot, but you get really, really good value characters. I believe TLA Soifon came out for end of the month November as well, and Mind Shinji's still one of the best characters in the game. So yeah, I expect some crazy stuff to be coming down for end of the month November. I still think that's been my, if I had to take a guess when Spirits Are Forever With You Gin, like the original Bankai, Beyond Bankai Gin is coming out, that's my guess. I really hope that it's a crazy banner. Anyways, going into Shuhei, still one of the best nukes. I'm not going to go too crazy deep onto these characters, but still one of the best nukes in terms of guild quests or epic raids. Honestly, when it comes to epic raids, a max transcended Shuhei, a max transcended Uryu literally clears the epic raid in, I think, like maybe under 10 seconds without real effort, and that's just those 2 characters. Every single epic raid that they're allowed in, they destroy. So then you just bring your bonus characters, so that way you just get the boosted medals, and then yeah, that's it. So is he worth summoning for? Yes. Actually, you know, a max transcended Shuhei is not even necessary. Yeah, no, honestly, just a max transcended Bond Uryu and just a 1 of 5 Shuhei still does its job. His debuff ability over here on his special actually debuffs the enemies by 80% of their defense, which is insane. For content like a hard epic raid, is just, his nuke is just crazy. He has a devastation 40%, havoc 20%, berserker 20%, frenzy, strong attack recharge as his link, a Rancor killer, and then he also has nullified melee resistance. So if you're taking him into like ranged guild quest, if it's not hard mode, he should still perform fine. Actually, even in hard mode, if you're just using him for the, I know some people that use him in hard ranged or Rancor killer week just because his nuke hits that hard, and that's without the crazy damage buffs that he normally would get, right? Because he's missing out on like half his damage. Havoc 20%, sprinter +1. He has a lunge first strong attack, standard full screen third, a 750 by 750 vacuum explosion second strong attack. Not really too special second strong attack, but I mean overall he's just still one of the best value units in the game. One of the he's just insane. Alright, next, Oro, probably the most disappointing character of her time. Strong attack recharge minus 12%, Berserker 20%, Havoc 20%, guard break. Unfortunately for her, she did get no affiliation killer, which to this day, in my opinion, is still a bit underutilized. I only like no affiliation killer when it's being given with other killers, like Art Book Ichigo, Noelle, Nini, like Mugetsu even. These characters have alternate killers to help them excel in other areas of the game. That being said, Aura also got an 18% magnification for strong attack. That is the range doodoo collision for strong attack that you see on 5th anniversary Byakuya, the new Spirit Society Ichigo. It's just a bad first strong attack. Her second strong attack is a crawling vortex. Don't really have a problem with that, but honestly, this character struggles when it comes to clearing content relatively quickly. And honestly, this second strong attack, if you misplace this AoE, you end up just wasting an entire strong attack. Third strong attack is the standard full screen. She does have weakening on everything. I don't think she's a bad character. I just think she's super underwhelming in this day and age when you're trying to summon for crazy characters. Next, Bankai Hikone, probably one of my favorite characters to be released that year. He has a 3000 length beam, the 1170 AoE distant third strong attack. So say you're here, this AoE goes a little bit behind you and then immensely in front of you. Super strong third strong attack. Second strong attack is going to be the same as Tokinata, where it's going to be a vacuum pushback range collision attack. However, that's not really a problem when it comes to this character, because if you have killer and they're also technique at enemies, so if you have advantage, he also has disabler. So having multiple hits on his second strong attack is not a bad thing. He has sprinter +2. He has Berserker 20%, Havoc 20%, Frenzy, Debilitator +5 seconds, weakening on everything. This character is powerful. At 205, I think that this character is already really good. Is he worth using a move source on? At 105 to get him to 205? Yes. To get him from 405 to 505? Yes. Honestly, if you enjoy his playstyle, I highly recommend him. He's an excellent character. Full stamina damage boost, long stride. You can't really go wrong with this character ever. When it comes to T20, personally, full stamina damage boost, long stride. That's what I was trying to say. He doesn't have that built in, but really strong character. All right, Dordoni, failed NAD reject. He hits hard. For content like Guild Quest, I think that he should perform very well for being a NAD character. But the problem is, if you're not holding back the enemy with a 6th anniversary Aizen, this character doesn't have poise. So unless Aizen's holding him down, he might take damage and he might get staggered a lot, and that'll really screw him over. So I think he's good in Guild Quest if you have 6th anniversary Aizen, because you're able to use that 75 hit vortex to your advantage when it comes to this character. He does have a bruiser of 50% with a power attribute of Rankar NAD 20%. Aside from that, I don't really think he's all that special. Saruchi, probably one of my favorite characters to be released this year, for not having Havoc. Let me specify. For not having Havoc, I really do like this character. Now, she has Berserker 20%, damage to lacerated enemies plus 40% built into the character, Debilitator +2 seconds, Disabler against Heart attribute Soul Reapers, Soul Reaper Killer, and then on top of that, Devastation 40%, Frenzy, Sprinter +1. The fact that this character has damage to lacerated enemies plus 40%, Debilitator +2 seconds, if you get this character to T15, you get a devastation of 40%, and then you can also give yourself damage to lacerated enemies plus 80%. And then if you want a T20er, full stamina damage boost, damage to lacerated enemies plus 80%, this character hits like a freaking truck. And honestly, if she ever has killer advantage and attribute advantage, and she's allowed to lacerate in content like IT Ultra, I think that for not having Havoc, this character will perform incredibly well. Her first strong attack is going to be a 40% range collision for a strong attack. Good for pushing back the big enemies and dealing a lot of damage to them, because you get off a lot of those hits. Second strong attack is going to be the 800 AoE distance circular strong attack. Third strong attack is going to be the vacuum into explosion. Overall, not necessarily the greatest kit for clearing as fast as possible, but she deals a lot of damage, and she does a very good amount of crowd control, which is, in my opinion, really important for content like Ultra IT. Next, Kuchi Face, probably the best unit for main runner when it comes to hard guild quest hard guild quest for melee Hollow Week. I don't really know many characters for melee Hollow Week. He has the debuff ability as his second strong attack. He has weakening on everything but the second strong attack. My issue with him is that he didn't get Havoc, and then on top of that, He has an interesting kit. What's his first strong attack? His first strong attack is going to be a standard lunge at 475 radius. Not that great, but I mean, it's standard. A standard full screen third strong attack. However, his second strong attack, he wasn't given like the booster attack like Masaki or Daddy Ichigo, where it's like a circular AoE strong attack. The debuff is literally a AoE with a 525 radius around himself. So you have to get up into the enemies in order to actually pop this off, which is really bad. He has poison immunity, which is okay. Frenzy, Sprinter +1, weaken defense. At T20, I'll probably give him full stamina damage boost and then a double weaken defense, so that way you're dealing significantly more damage. Debilitator +5 seconds, weakening on all of his attacks. Honestly, this character's not bad. I feel like K-Lab should have given him better strong attacks, more suited for Guild Quest. I feel like a 1k by 1k length beam for the first would have been ideal, and 800 AoE second would have been ideal, but K-Lab didn't give it to him. So even though he is, in my opinion, the best main runner for Melee Hollow Week, I feel like K-Lab could have just did more. Now, going into Tsukishima, really good character for Brave Battles. Honestly, even for standard content, he autos a lot of content just because of the drain mechanic. Berserker 50%, Brave Battle temporary invincibility is why people are going to be summoning for him. Bruiser 20% damage reduction as his link. Enhancer, Team Booster, Flurry, Long Reach, and Poise. Sprinter +1, and then weaken defense as if like he really needed that. Honestly, I really do like this character. He's hella fun to play with, even in content like Epic Raids. He has weakened immunity as well to go up against Jugrim as well as Yamamoto. Next, Genjo. Excellent NAD character, probably one of my favorite NAD characters to be released this year. Normal attack damage link, 25% to go with that nice 40% juicy bruiser. So 65% bruiser built into the character. Flurry, follow-up +1, guard break, sprinter +1, and weaken defense. Now follow-up +1, what that is when the enemy gets knocked down, normally you won't be able to hit them with a normal attack damage hit for a little bit. It's like a split second, it's not that big a deal. But not having to slow down your NAD and not having a flash step to make sure that the enemy doesn't get knocked down is really, really good for hard content in the game. He does have an Arankar killer as well, and he also gains poise in content like Arena. For his... Oh, he doesn't have an innate skill? I could have swore he had an innate skill. Anyways, Flurry, guard break, range character, bruiser 65%. The follow-up mechanic works wonders. Weaken defense on his special means that his special is actually useful. Overall, really, really good character. His first strong attack is a 2500 length beam, so it's not a range collision, so it's not going to be pushing the enemies out of the way. 975 AoE distant third strong attack, just enough crowd control, and even when the enemies are down, you're still able to use your NAD in order to finish them off, which is really, really good. Being able to protect yourself, in my opinion, as a NAD character, especially a ranged NAD character, when you don't get your strong attacks back very often, in my opinion, is incredibly... it's just good. It's just really, really, really good. Now, last but not least, probably one of my favorite characters to be released this year. Espada Killer. I know, not that great, but for Guild Quest, it's okay. Strong attack for each other -12%. Camp for Your Own World, Mayuri. Berserker 20%, Havoc 20%, Guard Break. Frenzy +1, Revive mechanic on his special move, weakening on everything. God Kit with 3000 length beam, full screen third strong attack, 960 AoE distance second. He does have an increased speed droplet drop +17%, sprinter +1, and debilitator +5 seconds with devastation 40%. This character hits hard, and he's a good farmer as well. Being able to just like revive, like being able to give your allies more life when it comes to autoing farming content can be really clutch. So for like droplet drops, like enriched droplet zone, this character is usually my go-to character that I would prefer to have in my party, as well as like maybe a Nanao. Yeah, so 3000 length beam. Overall, I do like this character a lot. I feel like they did a really good job with this character. And yeah, I mean, overall, that's the Camp for Your Own World banner. I think that this banner is actually really good. My only issue is that the banner format is not good. The 4.5%, 1.5% is super, super risky. And even though you're guaranteed a featured at step 5, it would have been a lot nicer to have an 8% on step 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 for those 9 characters that you aren't guaranteed to literally all be canned for your own world characters. I think that would have been excellent value, but with this format, I don't think it's worth it. Let me know in the comments below if you actually plan to summon on this. I'd be interested to see what the ratio is on whether or not people really care to pull for Tsukishima if they don't have them already, or if people want to summon for maybe Genjo or Mayuri. I really do like these characters. These characters are really, really good. Popping the first multi, in my opinion, is worth it. Going up to step 5, 10, 15, 20, 30, 80, 90, 100. Don't do it to yourself. It's not worth it. Poll selection is in December. The best characters to be are yet to be released, aside from obviously Aizen and Arpuki Ichigo. There's just crazy stuff down the pipeline. Get ready for it. And make sure that you're ready. And make sure you're stockpiling orbs. But I'm gonna leave it at that. Grind on, catch up, and stay blessed. Like, comment, subscribe. Maybe y'all enjoy this video. You have a great day, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace.